Hello everyone, welcome to the crash course for phonics. Today we are going to cover basically four things. First thing is all the basic sounds, alphabet sounds. Second thing is tricky words. What are tricky words? What are sight words? That we are going to cover. Third thing we are going to cover is digraphs. And fourth thing that we are going to cover is blends. You can take your time, see the videos again and again to understand how the sounds work, and then accordingly teach your child. Help your child learn reading. I have prepared a presentation and I'll explain all these things with the help of that presentation. Stay tuned. Hello. Let's start with our phonics crash course. So the first question first, why is it important for your child to learn phonics? Now, as it is the case with all languages, languages use letters in alphabets to represent sounds. It's the case with Marathi, Hindi, English. Any language you try to learn, it is the same case with all the languages. All languages use letters to represent sounds. Now, phonics teaches how to associate those letters to those sounds so that children will be able to read. When you are teaching your child phonics, they understand what sounds each letter makes and how to use that information to form sentences, words and sentences. Now we are going to follow Jolly Phonics. So there are going to be 7 sets of alphabets or composite sounds. Let's start with first set. First set of alphabets has 6 sounds. First sound is S. S makes the sound S. 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 Second alphabet A. A makes the sound A. 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 T. T makes the sound T. 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 It's not exactly sound T. It's a combination of sounds T and H spoken very rapidly, and T is not really very clear pronunciation. It's just a subdued form of it. T. T. I. I makes the sound I. 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 Now for alphabets which are consonants, it's fairly easy to remember how they sound. But with vowels, it is a little difficult because vowels sound is different than vowel name. As in, if I say I does not sound like I. It sounds like I. If I say E does not sound like E. It sounds like eh, eh. So it can be a little bit confusing at times. So what I suggest you to do is, you associate each vowel to a particular word and then try to remember it. I'm going to keep giving you examples when we are coming to that alphabet or vowel to be more specific. So if we say I sounds like E. So if you want to remember the sound of I, you have to connect that sound with in. So I, in, I, in, I, I, I. Now this is the case with almost all alphabets. When we are trying to sound these alphabets, there is always extension of sound. Always. Almost in all the cases, like we were talking about T. T does not sound like T. It sounds like T. I, P, P. So you'll always hear a subdued sound H, which is really very soft, but it is always there. So I sounds like I, P sounds like P, N sounds like So what basically you have to do is put your teeth together and touch back of your teeth with your tongue and try to force the sound N. Next set of alphabets. First one is C and K. Now both these alphabets have exactly same sound, and that sound is K, K. It's a combination of K and H spoken very rapidly. K, K, K. But when we are trying to dictate these things to children, because the sound is very similar, children will not be able to understand or differentiate. So for C we are going to tell them curly K, and for K we are going to tell them kicking K. That is the way we'll try to explain it to them. Now E. Associate E with egg. E, egg. E, egg. Eh, eh, eh. That is the sound. H. R. The sound of R is a, r. Spoken very fast. R, R, R. M. So what you are doing is pressing your lips together and trying to force out the sound M. You're not really touching the back of your teeth. Next sound is D. 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 Third set contains G. 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 O. Now associate O with on. So O. 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 O is the sound. U. For U, you can associate it with up. A. 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 L. So sound of L. Keep your lips apart from each other and still try to touch back of your teeth with your tongue. F. Sound of F is so you are basically front upper teeth, place it on your bottom lip and try to force the sound F out. Yes, correct. B. B sounds like ba, ba, ba. Fourth set. Now from this set we'll have composite sounds. Composite sounds is two alphabets coming together to form a new sound. Those are also called digraphs, which will come back again later once we finish with all the sets. So A and I together. A. So you can remember the sound with male. M-A-I-L. Male. T-A-I-L. Tail. A. Next sound is J. J. Next one is O-A. Now for this you'll have to remember foam. So the sound is O. Next is I-E. The sound is similar to P-I-E, pie. I. It's basically extended sound of I. Yes. Next one is double E. So remember this sound by fee. Tree. E. It's extended E sound. Or. For this, you can remember the sound with for. Now, notice that we are not saying for. We are saying for. R is really very softly spoken. So or sounds like or. Set 5 has Z. Z, z. It's like buzzing bees. Z, z, z. W. W, 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 w. Now, if you want to remember this sound with any word, you can remember it with was. Was. W, w. NG. NG sound is In this sound also, even though G is there, it's very silent or softly spoken. This will be used too many times because it will be part of ing, which is used in present or past or future continuous tense, and it is very extensively used. So ng will be Now V sounds like v, v, v. Basically, you try to push that word out, v, without opening your teeth or mouth at all. V, v, v. Now, if you are confused between W and V, remember W by was and remember V by van. So the sound is van, van, and was W sound is was. Yes. Next sound is double O. Now double O has two sounds. One is short sound, one is long sound. Now short sound is oo, like cook, book, crook, took. And the long sound is ooh. So cool, pool, tool, drool. Set 6 has Y. Sound of Y is ya, ya, ya. X sounds like x, x, x. Next is CH, 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 ch. Remember this sound with chair, chair, chair. Next is SH, 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 sh. Remember the sound with sheep or shut. Now next, both of these are TH sounds. One is soft sound, one is hard sound. So soft sound is th. It's like th. And hard sound is the. The. Hard sound is like this, that. And soft sound is like thank you. Set 7 and the last set of our series has QU, qua, qua, qua. Remember this sound by quack quack. The duck makes the sound quack quack. So qua, qua. Next is OU. Now remember the sound with foul. Ow, ow, ow. FOUL, 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 ow, ow. Next is OI. Remember this sound with oil, foil. The sound is oi, oi, oi. Next one is UE. Remember the sound with Q, QUE, Q. So this sound is U. UE sounds like extended sound of U. ER. Remember this sound with father, mother, brother. R. R. And R. 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 Next sound is A and R. The sound is like far. So R. A and R. 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 Please notice that most of the sounds, basic or composite sounds, will have very subdued pronunciation of R or H. Marathi or Hindi will have very clear pronunciations of R or H. But in English, all these pronunciations are a little subdued, very softly spoken, very softly pronunciated. So here we finish all the sound groups. So basically all sounds are done with. Basic sounds are done with. Next comes the tricky words. Now what exactly are the tricky words? You must have heard the word sight words as well. So let me first explain what sight words are. Sight words are something that children need to understand just by looking at those words, because those are high frequency words. I, am, is, are, as, was. These words come in sentences or books or while speaking so many times that children don't need to decode it or try to pronounce it. It becomes their second nature just to read that word as a group of alphabets. So if I say A, S, as, so children will not have to really decode it saying as. No, they know as is as, because it has been used so many times that they just get used to it. Now second thing is tricky words. Tricky words are the words, some of them are sight words as well, but these are basically the words which do not follow phonic sounds at all. Now look at the word A. A, actual sound of A, actual phonic sound of A is A. But when it is independently used, we say a girl, a boy. We say we don't say A. Similar is the case with I. I did this, I did that. Now when we are using this as independent word, we pronounce it differently. The. No. Now N and O, N and A should have become na. But when it comes as independent word, you pronounce it differently. No, so, go, do, to. But you need to remember that when these words become part of any other word, then they should be pronounced differently. Let me explain this with an example. Now N-O becomes no, but if N and O comes in some other word, say suppose not, N-O-T is not, in that case it does not pronounce as no, it becomes phonetically correct and it pronounces is at no, na and followed by T, not T. Similarly, G-O is go, but when it becomes part of some other word, it becomes got, gone, or. So it's following different rules, that is phonic rules. Do also, when D-O is do, but if we have some other word, D-O-T, it becomes dot, don. Some other set of tricky words are he, she, me, we, his, her. All these words, you'll have to tell children that these are funny words or tricky words, or these words don't understand what we are saying, or they don't listen to us. That is why they behave very differently. And you can actually create a word wall with these and keep it in front of children. Revise it once a day. and children will slowly start to recognize them as words. Now, consonant digraphs. As I already mentioned, digraphs are of two types. One is consonant digraph and one is vowel digraph. Now, what are consonant digraphs? Basically, what are digraphs first? Digraphs is a composite sound created using two alphabets, and the resulting sound is different than the participating sounds, which is entirely different. Now C and H. C sounds like K and H sounds like H. K and H do not form a sound Ch phonetically. So it's entirely different sound. P and H, F, different sound. S and H, Sh, different sound. So all the digraphs will have different sound than the participating consonants. Now vowel digraphs, these are again similar. In first case we were using both letters as consonants, and in this case we'll have both vowels. Now some of these I think we have already learnt in basic sounds, composite sounds, but I'll still try to explain it once again. O short sound is oo, like cook. O long sound is oo, pool, cool, tool. A. Now E and A will have two different sounds. One is as in head, A, and second is as in bead, E, extended E sound. It depends on what word it is that the sound may change. And O, A, the sound is O. Now there is something else that is called phonic blend. The difference lies in the fact that in case of digraphs, the sound created was entirely different than the original letters. Now here, the sound created is a mixture of individual letters. So, B and L will form a sound bl. So, B is also there, L is also there, bl. K, L, kl. K also is there, L also is there, kl. Br, B and R, bra. So, I hope you understood. Phonic blends will have a sound created in which the original alphabet sounds will be present. It will not create entirely different sound at all. Now, let's start reading. Let's start with two-letter words. Now, in this presentation, I'm going to explain two different ways to teach your child how to read. Now, first step starts here. We teach them two-letter words. So, at. Initially, they have to really pronounce it very slowly first. At. Now, what you have to do slowly is, you have to bridge the gap between these two pronunciations very slowly and try to pronounce them as a single word. At. Next, am, an. eat, 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 it. Now, once children start using these, say, is, am, and, as, these words, what we have to do now is start with 3-letter words. Now suppose C-A-T, k, at, k, at, k, at, cat, 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 cat. A, a, fan. Please notice this transition from independent sounds to a complete word sound has to be really very slow. For each word, you at least have to spend minimum 20 to 30 seconds for children to understand blending. Ram, am, am, ram, 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 ram. App, 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 map, 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 map. Sad, 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 sad. I hope it's clear. See, it's probably the first time you are learning phonics. I understand it might be a little difficult at this moment for you as well. But please believe me, once you start experimenting with it a little bit, things will get really very easy for you as well. And you'll be able to teach your children better. I hope this method is clear to everybody. I'll go to the alternative method for teaching 3-letter words now. Now, as we already saw, in first case what we did was we told them to read meaningful 2-letter words. And then we graduated 3-letter words and we tried to bridge the gap between 3 alphabet sounds and we tried to combine and blend those sounds together and we came up with a word and its sound pronunciation. Now in this method what we are going to do is, this method probably will be easier to teach children because it works in 2 steps. Now what we are going to teach children is ba, a, ba, ka, a, ka, the, a, da, f, a, fa, g, a, ga. We keep practicing all these combinations every single day, twice a day, thrice a day. We'll just print it down and paste it on the wall, and every day they have to practice. They have to practice it for A, for O, for I, for E, for O. Now all these things I'll be giving you. So what you need to do is place it in front of children, write it if you want, print it if you want, just paste it in front of them and let them practice. Now once they practice the sound of ba, ka, da, fa, next stage comes same word, s, a, d. So we'll try to combine S and A. Children know that the sound is sa and sad, sad. B and E combined is be, bed, bed. K and I, ki, the kid. So you can use any method to teach your child how to read at least 3-letter words. If you have any questions, you can WhatsApp me on 8925600700, and I'll try my best to give you answers to your questions. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.